All right, here we go. Day 186 on my journey to 2000. No announcements today. I'm just going to get right into it. Wish me luck. Let's see who I'm playing today. Robitetti 76 out of Italy. Robitetti 76. I've got the Caro Kann defense. I apologize, I still have not learned the C5 variation. So many things to learn, I've noticed. So many things. I'm going to trade this off, as you do. And then let's go knight e7. Ooh. Not sure if that was the right move. I probably should have pushed this pawn. Let's go queen b6 and then bring the knight over. And then I can go knight f5, putting pressure on this one and this one. Knight d7. Okay. I'm gonna block that pawn from coming any closer. I don't like it. Ooh, we got a castle. I'm gonna go knight f5, see if I can take that bishop off the board, and then I'll push. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. So they do indeed push that pawn. I'm probably going to expect maybe c5 here. But if c5, queen b4. Queen b4. No. I think if I go queen c, if I go c5 now and they take my center pawn, that's gonna leave me with an isolated queen pawn that I don't know if I want. So now I think it's just what do I do in this situation? And is taking here the best option? Perhaps. But I don't want to get rid of this. I'm going to develop my bishop. And if they push this pawn, then I can come up here. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go there. That's pretty dangerous at this point. I'm gonna come back. Castle. And then push this pawn. How are we doing on time? I'm down a minute on move 15. I feel okay on the time spent thus far. I like this idea. I'm definitely going to take with my knight, because right now my knight is just completely useless. But at the very least, getting my knight on b6 will allow me to gain an outpost if this pawn weren't there. Ooh, but if I take with my queen, then I can actually attack that pawn, but it's easily defended, and then that activates the rook. So I'm going to come here in an effort to gain an outpost if they ever push this pawn. Alright, now I'm going to push this one. Roby Teti 76 out of Italy. I think I'm going to push one more time, and then if they take, then I get that outpost. I like my pawn structure here. Now I just gotta develop my bishop, my rook. Maybe c8. Okay, so they do take. I'm gonna get that outpost. And now I gotta start thinking about getting this rook in the game. There's a fork here. If my queen wasn't on this file, fork the queen and the pawn, but then it's pretty defensible and counterattack, so I'm not going to do that. Knight coming in there. At this point, I'm really worried about just some tactics of a knight sacrifice that I should be aware of. I don't see any quite yet, so I'm going to grab this open file. And then I'm going to get my other rook over, maybe slide my queen over here and attack that pawn. Queen over, attack the pawn, and then if they defend, is there any tactics over there that I need to be aware of? I don't see any, but that's kind of makes me nervous. Let's do the queen move now. I do always have this blocking tactic or this blocking maneuver. They're gonna have to respond to this pawn because if I take, then I can start pushing that guy. Okay. So now there's definitely got to be some kind of tactic over here. This pawn can be taken. They can come here. No, they can come here. Threatening mate. Do I preempt it with that? All right, I'm going for this move. I'm going for it. Yeah. They're threatening mate now. But I think I can defend pretty easily with that. And if takes, takes, I get the open file. Does weaken that pawn though. The other angle is to push g6 and then, but that gets a nice outpost for them right there. Yeah, I'm gonna defend here. And And then I'm going to recapture. Time check. Oh, I'm down 2 minutes on my opponent. Here comes the queen. Oh, I gotta come down and defend now. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I have to take my rook. Oh. I guess I'm gonna say goodbye to that pawn. Actually, I don't know if I have to. There's definitely a better way for me to play this. I'm not completely finished, but there might have been a different way to play this. All right, well, my king is wide open now. Oh, they didn't take back. They took the pawn instead. Yikes. If I go there, they're just going to take this pawn. Yikes, this is not looking good for me. I'm gonna take that pawn and then I'm going to be up a lot of material. Roby Teti, 76. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go for some crazy tactic here. I'm gonna see if they'll come over and attack my knight, and then I can come in for a check. They can't capture here because of the queen. They can't capture here because of the rook. But then what? That's always my struggle. So what? They go here, then that's a fork. That's actually good because then I can take the rook. But here, a check. And then king is forced here. So they're preventing that. Wow. Preemptive move to h1. Fancy. One minute left. I guess I'll take. And then I'll prevent them from taking my pawn. Or should I defend this pawn? No, because then they'll start checking me. Roby Tetti. Wow. It's an interesting move. I'm gonna exchange queens. I'm gonna try and do something here. With my king, I'm getting up here somewhere. So I took another piece off the board here, which is good. This is going to be a challenge, but we'll see. I think they're gonna go queen. If they go king f4, then I think they win. Oh. I'm gonna check. Now they're gonna check me. If you check me now, I go here, and then I can throw in a check and then take a pawn. That is if they keep their king on the 4th rank here. I don't actually know if there's a way to stop this, but I'm at least giving them a run for their money. They check, I take, they push, I take, they check, I take, they bring their king down. I bring my king down, check. Making them think for sure. Oh. Let's see, can I play for a draw? Oh, I ran out of time. Oh, darn it. I wasn't even paying attention. Good game, Roby Teddy. Oh, man. I want to know where I messed up on that one, because I felt like I had an advantage up until they put a lot of pressure on my king and broke up my pawn structure. So let's see. Play with 80% accuracy. There's the blunder that I think I'm going to be most interested in. I had one blunder, one miss, 2 mistakes. My opponent played with 82% accuracy, 5 mistakes. Let's see. All right. So the Caro Kann advanced variation, I played relatively well, even had a... Alright, there was an inaccuracy. Best move here would have been... Okay, I did that eventually. And so I'm up 1.1 here, and then 2.4 here. And according to the engine, I could have played this move a little bit differently. Should I have taken? It's a good move. What would be the move here? This is coming for sure. I don't know, let's get a hint. The pawn? Really? And if retreats, then takes. Oh. And then after bishop g3, pawn still advances. And the knight has to go back to e1. Or can they go here? Either way, that's the pawn that gets weakened, and I get to take it. So I know in the Caro Kann that breaking up this pawn structure is the main focus, hence the idea of knight to f5, queen to b6, and put more pressure there, advance the pawn. So I didn't see the continuation of moves to get rid of one of the defenders on that pawn. Okay, take. Inaccuracy here. I'd make a good move. The game is even. Castle. Okay, relatively even here. I start gaining a little bit of a winning position with these moves. I'm leading according to the engine. And then this is the moment of the game where I'm like, okay, they're putting significant pressure on my on my king. Can I defend with this move? And that's the ultimate blunder. It's the blunder because after takes, then the queen is very close to my king and threatening pawns and all that. Threatening mate, threatening pawns. So instead of knight g6, the best move at this point, I had a few options. Was it pawn advance to g6? Yeah. I guess at that point I was worried that if they take, but I still have my knight here, so that shouldn't have been a concern. Oh, my concern was that I'd get rid of the outpost and they'd be able to take this square, which is true. But then after g7, I guess there's not a lot they can do here. And it would allow me to get some more movement going on this side and push the pawn because I don't think there's a lot going on. Maybe knight retreats back here, check. Yeah. And then I put some pressure on the queen, yeah. Okay, all right, okay. There you go. Lesson learned. And then at that point, that fork was just nasty. I think I did a relatively good job finding some way to stay in the game. At this point, the game was even, believe it or not. And these are all best moves made by me. And then I made a mistake right there. If I would have gone up, threaten mate, Oh, wow. I could have threatened to mate. Threaten mate. They would have probably g6 check. I would have taken, and it's still mate threat, so they wouldn't have advanced the pawn. They would have checked my king. I would go e5. They would advance. I would go here. They would advance the king d6. And then if promotes, I take, they take. And then I can get over there in time. And there's a draw potential here. All right. Good to know. Tactics still need improvement, and endgame still need improvement. I know I got the poll open, and I'm not going to switch up openings anytime soon. I'm just going to start learning a new one. I'll probably announce the results here soon. But I don't think my opening is a problem. I like the Caro Kann, but I'm open to another opening as playing as white. So we'll see. Until next time.